like a banana, right? It's the most benign thing, but little fussy Charles Darwin was like, I don't know about these bananas. So his mind is kind of expanded at this point. When they get off the coast of South America, off of Uruguay, on the day that they are in the harbor, ready to land there, a package of gunpowder is exploded under a layer of silt in the Tilgate Forest south of England at this very moment, blasting free some of the rock in this quarry, exposing what will become the third recognized dinosaur, Hylaeosaurus, to have a name. Before that, there's Megalosaurus and Iguanodon. People don't still know what dinosaurs are at this point. That's why they get that name, terrible lizard, right? Dinosaur. It's going to be decades more until people really understand what dinosaurs are. So Darwin now holds up the expedition because he thinks that maybe there's a mailboat that's following them that might have the second volume of Lyell's Principles of Geology. And it does. And so he gets it and devours that, and then starts to, you might say, quote, a professor might say plagiarize out of Lyell's volumes. He goes down to the bottom of South America, to the Rio Santa Cruz. He wants to be the first European to transit South America by land. Now, granted, he picks like the narrowest point in South America. Right? There's not much to it there. But he goes up the Rio Santa Cruz in 3 whaleboats for 3 weeks. And they're so close to the Andes that he starts naming peaks in the Andes, many of which still bear those names today. But they run out of food, and Darwin notes this place, which still carries the name in his dramatic way. He calls it the Plains of Disappointment. And I've been to the Plains of Disappointment. And if you go up the Rio Santa Cruz a little bit further past the Plains of Disappointment and keep going up the Rio La Leona, you will be in the field area in which I discovered the dinosaur Dreadnoughtus in 2005. And when you're at that site, every pebble that you see on the ground there is a piece of dinosaur bone. It's pretty hard to miss the fact that there's dinosaurs in the area. And if you were to walk up this one particular arroyo, which I did, you would find Dreadnoughtus. And it could have been Darwin who walked up that arroyo in 1834. Dinosaurs aren't recognized as a thing until 1842. So literally, for one of a can of sardines or a loaf of bread, it could have been Charles Darwin who discovered dinosaurs 8 years prior. Maybe even finding Dreadnoughtus, maybe sending his career down some other path, and maybe even be the Charles Darwin that we know today. But that's the history that didn't happen, right? So then he rounds South America. He's up on the coast of Chile. By this time, he is writing his cousin, Vincent Darwin Fox, saying that